guys and welcome to Drivespark. We are in Goa and we are here to drive this. Now this is the all new MG M9. MG likes to call it the presidential limousine. This is an electric MPV and this is the widest and longest MPV that you can find in the Indian market. So in today's video, we are driving this car and we are going to tell you what all do you get with the all new M9. So let's quickly begin this video. Now starting off from the front end, you can see you get these DRL. It does not get a connected DRL over here. You get the MG logo, then you get a front parking camera. That's the radar for the ADAS that works in sync with that camera over there. That's the grille. Lot of chrome on the car, as you can see, since this is a luxury car, so you have a lot of chrome. So before beginning and going to the other side, let me just quickly open the hood for you. And since this is an electric car, obviously you do not get an engine. What you get over here instead, you get a 55 liters of frunk over here. Obviously you can store some things, and you can see you get the charger right over here. You can store a couple of things. Hydraulic struts for the hood makes it easier for you to open it. Now let's move on to the side of the vehicle, and before moving on, obviously all the lights of this vehicle are LED. There are no halogen bulbs all over. Now at the side you get these 19-inch dual-tone machined alloy wheels. Tire profile is 235/55 R19. Now again you get a lot of chrome on the side. You get chrome down below. You get chrome all around over here. Check this huge chrome chunk over here, and you get a big quarter panel. In fact, talking about big, just look at the size of this door. For reference, my height is 6'1", and just look at the size of the vehicle. Now, so if we come to the back of the vehicle, you get these wrapped around tail lights. Now MG likes to call it the waterfall tail lights because obviously you can see it drops below over here. You get the M9 EV badging over here, MG badging over here, wiper with the washer. Again, as I mentioned, connected tail light, high stop mount light, and you do not get an antenna. That's a shark fin antenna. Let us quickly open the boot, and again you have some chrome accents right there on the bumper. Now this is obviously a 7-seater, so you have this third row that has a 60-40 split, adjustable headrest over here, and with the seats up you get around 465 liters of boot space, which is actually nice. You can store 3 cabin bags and a little more luggage on top of this. If you want more space, you can fold this down. You can fold this entire seat down, and this can also move ahead after you have folded and moved it ahead. Is more than 1700 liters is what you get, what MG claims. And since it's an electronic boot, with the press of a button, that's the best feature that I like. So now let's quickly go on to the inside, and I will show you what all do you get on the inside of the M9. So that is the front row of the M9. Now these seats are obviously electronic. So the driver's seat is 8-way adjustable, and so is the passenger seat, and it obviously gets memory functions, heating, ventilation and massage functions for both the seats. Now if you move on to the inside, again you can see you get this brilliant looking door handle. Just have a look at that. So the door handle is really nice. You get a JBL surround sound system that sounds absolutely mesmerizing. You get 64 different colors of ambient light. You get a 12.3-inch infotainment system, but you get a very small instrument cluster that I really don't like personally. It's not like what this car should have had, because the size of the car is so big that the cluster is actually looking very small. That's a 7-inch screen. A lot of things can be seen through the screen, and a lot of features, almost all the features, can be accessed through this cluster over here. 2-zone climate control, one at the front, one at the back. Storage space over here, storage space over here, storage space underneath. Type A charging sockets, Type C you get on the second row, and this is the single pane sunroof. Obviously a panoramic sunroof over there. 2-spoke steering wheel, steering motor control. Steering wheel can be adjusted for tilt and telescopic, and your gear selector is here on the right hand stalk. This is your wiper, and obviously your indicators as well. These are your touch buttons for your AC controls. Obviously you have a home button as well for this, and again you have a wireless charger over here. That is how the key of the vehicle looks like. You can open and close the second doors, both the doors. You can lock and unlock the car and also open the boot. And now let's go to the second row. Obviously the second row you get these electronic sliding doors, and this is where you should be if you have this car. Now you can see, first of all, you get these 2 screens over here. Let me just close the door. The door can be operated from the front. The door can be operated from here as well. As you can see, if you want to stop it, they can be operated from here as well, and from the outside. So there are 4 ways you can open and close the door. Let me just quickly close it. So there you go. Now these are your reclining seats. If you open this, you can see you get a tissue holder, cup holder, and Type A and Type C charging sockets. That is your cup holder. That's on this side as well. That's your cup holder, and this is the screen of the seat, which you can control a lot of things over here. Now this is a 16-way adjustable seat, and The coolest feature is you get ventilated seat, you get massage seats, you get massage. You have 8 massage options with 3 intensity levels. You get heated seats as well. You can control the sunshade, you can control 3 mirrors, you can control a lot of things. Blind is manual, you can see over here, and you have the extend function. So if you hit the extend function, what happens, this seat comes close and you can see it's moving and it moves back, and this thing also comes up. So once you have extended your seat, you can see you can just relax and travel for as long as you want. Obviously you can even recline this further, but if there's someone sitting over there, obviously it will not happen. And there is an emergency button. You can see over here, there is a button right over here, and the same button is present at the back. So if someone wants to get out from the back, he can just hold on to this button for like 2-3 seconds and the seat will automatically reset. Or you can reset it from here as well, from this touch screen. So that's a 5.2-inch touch screen, and the touch is really sensitive. You can also see that to hide the touch screen, you can just slide this armrest over here, and now this seat has moved to the position. You also get boss mode for this seat, where you can just, if you don't want to disturb the chauffeur, and if you're sitting here, you can do that on your own. You can charge your laptop from here, and then you also get this drawer kind of a thing which has a lot of storage space. Now let's quickly move to the third row. For reference, my height is 6'1", and just look at me standing inside the car and going around. Not a problem at all. And you can see I was sitting over here, so this seat is according to my height and my adjustments. Lot of knee room, lot of headroom, adjustable headrest over here. Now this seat can also be moved front and back, as I was mentioning. You can lock it. You get a Type A speaker and a cup holder over here, but you do not get a sunshade for this quarter panel. You can see it's a huge quarter panel. You should have had a sunshade for this. The sunroof is still here. Obviously you can see a lot of things on the outside, and it is a very comfortable seat. So 3 people can sit, but the third one does not get the adjustable headrest. 2 people get it, but if you're traveling within the city, I don't think it should be a problem. Long drives, I think 2 people most, but 3 people can accommodate over here, especially if they are 6 feet tall as well. So this was the third row, second row, and I think this completes what you get in the M9. So this is another way you can open and close the door. So now let's quickly drive the car and tell you how is the MG M9 to drive on the road. So now we're at the driving seat of the MG M9, and let me tell you a quick specification about this car. So it gets a battery pack of about 90 kilowatt hour, and the power output, it's a single motor driven car, so the power output is around 245 PS of power. And they have not yet told the range, charging infrastructure range. That is not being told how much time will it take to charge, but we are assuming that since it's a 90 kilowatt hour battery pack, so you will get a range of around maybe 500 plus. Realistically 450 to 500 is what we are expecting, but we have to wait for that, and the prices are also not revealed for this. So first thing first, the suspension is nice. Could have been slightly better because this is a limousine, it's a chauffeur driven car. Air suspension would have been a better option, but that would have increased the price of the car by a lot. But the suspension is soft. There is obviously body roll because suspension is soft, but still you can feel slight undulations on this. And steering wheel is nice. You can configure the steering wheel to be hard, to be medium, or to be absolutely soft, so that you can maneuver through traffic easily. And you can also, there are 3 driving modes: normal, eco and sport, where obviously that changes the throttle response. Apart from that, driving seat is nice. This is going to be mostly a chauffeur driven car, so yeah, I mean, it is actually a very comfortable car to drive in. Seats are very nice. Second row is the best. Third row is, as I mentioned, even more comfortable. But the driving position is nice. You get a big windscreen, big windows, big ORVMs, so the visibility, the view is actually very good from inside. And there is no problem driving this car. If we talk about acceleration, it accelerates pretty quick since it's an EV, so there is no transmission loss in that, so it accelerates really nice. And overall, as I mentioned, this is not a car that you will be cutting corners through. You will want to sit at the back and be chauffeured around, or if you want to drive also, it is a very, very good option. So the M9 is actually nice. Again, once again, it gets a battery capacity of 90 kilowatt hour. 245 PS is what it gets the power. Torque is, again, the figures are unknown, and obviously we don't know the charging time, but we are expecting it to give a realistic range of about maybe 500 plus kilometers on a single charge, since it's a 90 kilowatt hour battery pack. It will have a fast charging, and it will have AC charging as well. So overall, it's a nice car. It's a very, very comfortable car, and as you can see, you can feel a little bit of undulations from the road, but overall it is a fantastic driving car. And if we just quickly accelerate it, you can see that this thing is big, it's heavy, so it takes some time to move, but it does move. We don't have a 0 to 100 timing, but it will take some amount of time to reach there because it's a big car. So talking about the safety features of the MG M9, if you talk about braking, all 4 discs, and obviously as I mentioned, this is a heavy vehicle, so this will take some time to stop on the road. So this is not something that you want to gun it on the road, because yeah, this is a heavy vehicle and it'll take some time to stop. Also, it gets 7 airbags, which is very nice, and it gets a 5-star safety rating from the Euro NCAP, which makes it a very, very safe car. And obviously you have ADAS, you have traction control, you have ABS, you have vehicle stability, so all the other safety features that this car has makes the M9 a perfect car for your vacations or if you're traveling for long distances. So another safety feature that the M9 gets is the fatigue alert feature over there. So there are sensors right over there on the A pillar that basically when the driver is driving for a long time, and if his eyes kind of shut down, or if that senses that you have been driving for a long time and if you get tired, that will actually sense it, alert it, and if, just in case if you fall asleep while driving, the vehicle will alert you. So that is again a very good safety feature. One thing that I mentioned, that this screen, the instrument cluster, could have been slightly bigger because this is a really, really small cluster according to the car's size. A connected screen would have done justice to this. Overall, soft touch materials, comfortable seats, loaded with features, and if we talk about the pricing, somewhere between 75 to 80 lakh rupees is what we are expecting the M9 to launch at. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share and subscribe to all our social media channels. I'm Pramit signing out. See you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, be safe and drive safe on the road, and I will see you in the next video.